All right, Mike here with the watch list video for Monday, May 13th. The SPY holding up really well. Losing my voice already. Let me throw this over here. For the new faces in the room, please pause the video and read that great explanation about what we're all about in the chat room. A couple highlights before I go into the watch list for Monday. A couple highlights from Friday. LIDAR was a big one. LIDR, you can see the big rip there. Let's go to 5-minute candles. And I don't know if you pronounce it Allen. It's ALAIN. But gave us LIDR over 175. And you can see on this candle right here, it hit 175 after popping a little higher earlier. So basically he was saying right over this candle, which happened right there. Worst case stop, I don't know, 15 cents below. And it went to 323. That's an amazing call. While I have LIDR up, I also mentioned it in the afternoon. I typed in the room 250 late day break. You can see earlier on in the day it hit 254. It's kind of doing the cup and handle thing. So I typed in the room back over 250 idea, and it ripped so fast it halted and then went to 323. So two different calls in LIDR in the room. And I also mentioned over the mic MULN. Here's the opening candles high. So nothing tricky here. It topped out at 640. My idea was just back through the high of day. It's fairly narrow range for the way MULN's been trading, and broke 640, went pretty quickly straight to 695. These are the entries we look for, right? Stuff that should work right away. It was a recent high flyer. Lighting up the new high of day ticker after a couple hours of trading made perfect sense to me. So that was another example of what we do and what we did on Friday. All right, so what are we watching for possible trades on Monday? LIDR certainly has to go on the list. Look at that big pop. SRTS, nice pop. We actually had a call through 5 in that one. I didn't mention just now, but I forgot to mention it. Topped out right here at the whole number 5 as it was coming back up. I think a couple different people in chat gave the 5 break idea, including me over the mic, I believe, and then it went pretty quickly to 545. Anyway, go back to the daily, and it tried to break this high back here, which was 538. It did break it, but it ended up closing below it. Big volume though could catch some attention. This one could certainly have a follow-through day on Monday. IRBT is kind of obscure, but had nice volume a couple days ago. 2-day run, and then on Friday stayed inside of Thursday's high. This is the one that Amazon, I think, was going to buy, and it was all the way up here in the 50s, back in the summer. And so now it's all the way down here. I think a lot of people are starting to take a look at this one and say, hey, this one could still be bought out, but it's either way, it's been beaten senseless, so it's starting to catch traders' attention. So it makes the watch list. IMTX, this one's kind of obscure, but it's got the horizontal line there. It had nice volume, right, on Friday, and maybe over this horizontal line area. I don't love this one, but I threw it on watch because I saw the volume. INOD, just a recent high flyer. You guys know me. You had the big 2-day run. I'd like to see a 2 or 3 day pullback on lower volume. You've got 1 day on lower volume, but I always say sometimes something's really strong. You get 1 red day and it's back off to the races, so it does land itself on a chart for me on Monday. ADMA, just a nice breakout. Also called that one over 850 on Friday and ended up going to 902. PLTK, nice pop Thursday, quiet inside day on Friday, so possible 3rd day play. Reddit RDDT, after earnings popped here, which was 3 sessions ago, topped out at 55.16, and then had a nice move on Friday. So that one's worth watching. Certainly interesting over that 55 level. CDNA, just a big rip. Certainly extended, but who cares? It still could give us a trade, right? GH, I put the horizontal line here. Big volume on Friday. Interesting over that level, right? What else? MULN, already talked about this one, but I do want it back on watch. You have this very strong move, another strong move, and now 2 days lower on declining volume. So putting that one, treating it like a bounce play. CRCT, also a bounce play, big rip on Wednesday, then 2 days lower on declining volume. ACMR, again, kind of obscure, but you're kind of close here to a gap fill. It's this gap right here. And it's 3 days in a row down. I think this one maybe it's had some good news and for the reasons, or for the pop back here. It had good reasons. I did a little research. Had some nice earnings reports in there. Had another one just a few days ago, I think. So certainly could give a nice turn back up. So it goes on Bounce Watch. SHOP. Really beaten up. It certainly looks like it's not done falling, right? But sometimes, I don't know, you get a few red days and then you can get a bounce day that nobody is seeing because everyone thinks it's an obvious short. So I'm not in love with this, but I think it's worth keeping on watch for a trade if it gives one of our bounce play setups. And then lastly, Robinhood had the gap up on earnings and 2 days straight down in a row. Some support right in here, which it took out on Friday, but sometimes shorts just win the day and you get a snapback bounce. I do think that's worth having on Bounce Watch. And as always, we'll add gappers in the pre-market and hopefully find plenty of trades on Monday. I'm done babbling. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, and I'll see everybody in chat on Monday.